Hi everyone, a slightly different video to what you guys might be used to on this channel. For those of you that follow the Instagram, I have got a new car and I'm absolutely buzzing over it. It's the BMW 328i M Sport and it is next level. Anyway, I got it a few months ago and asked Katrina if she would get me a spoiler, a rear spoiler and a front splitter for my birthday, and she has come up with the goods. It was my birthday a few days ago, so I'm getting this out. I'm going to go and have a measure up on the car, and then I'm going to get it fitted. The hope is I'm going to get it done today. However, the next time you might see me, I might be in a different top, and it might be a different day, just because time's a little bit sparse at the moment. But I am going to get this done, installed, and I'm gonna film it as well while we're doing it. So let me show you what we've got. This badger here, this one's part of the front splitter, with these two accessories as well, which sit nicely where the fog lights are. We've got our rear spoiler here. I'm really looking forward to getting that on. I think it's going to be really nice, add a really nice look to the car. We've got two rolls of tape. These came as standard. We've got one thicker one and one kind of smaller one. We've also got some screws to go in as well with some washers. These ones will be going through the splitter underneath and being drilled into the plastic. And I actually got this from Carbon Factory. Now, I'm not one of these guys that can say, yep, find it in the link below, because I've got no idea how to do that. But basically, look them up online, Carbon Factory, I'm pretty sure it's .co.uk. And they send you this nice little box, which is obviously nice. I don't think you can ever beat getting a little packet of Haribo, so well done. Thank you very much, Carbon Factory. I don't really know what that is, to be honest with you. I think it's just a card that says all the details. Look, there you go. Haven't got to post a link now, you know what all the details are. We've got a refreshing towel, which is lemon scented. A little thank you card and a little to do with how to protect and maintain the carbon fibre. We've got a Carbon Factory vinyl sticker, which I probably won't stick on the car. And then we've got a Carbon Factory like a wallet. It's like a key wallet, so that any chief who wants to try and steal your car can't do that from coding, because most of our cars now are all sort of keyless. So yeah, this is what's going to be going on. They are carbon fibre. I'm really looking forward to getting them on. And the spoiler is just going to sit on there like that. Got a nice crisp edge. It's going to look pretty decent. That's only attached via the tape. And from what I've heard, you literally just get one chance for this as well, so I've got to be very careful with how we put this on. But the main thing is to make sure that it's clean. So you want to clean on the underside of this. You want to get some degreaser on there, some like alcohol rub, and just getting it off any oils or any waxes or anything like that off the back of this and off of the front, and it should be good to go. Some of you might be thinking, why is that geezer parked on the curb? Well, the reason is because I haven't got any car ramps for this to go on, and I need a bit of extra space so I can get underneath it. So I'm going to have to do one side at a time. And basically, once it's clean and I've had a little measure up, I've got to get the first bits on there and there, tape them on, and then I'm going to have to get some masking tape out, measure up properly, and then I'm going to have to drill through the plastic to get the extra screws in. Right, so I've just had a measure up and everything's looking okay. On Carbon Fiber's website, it does state that you should probably get a professional to do it, and it also states as well you should probably do this with another person. And I think that's pretty much just so that the other person can hold up the other side. Just as I've been putting it on there, it seems pretty hard obviously by yourself, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. The only thing I've got to do before this is give this baby a wash. It's been about 2 weeks just through being busy, and she's absolutely filthy. So let's get her clean. Right, so here's the baby, all looking good, looking clean. She's underneath the shade as well. So I'm going to give this a bash myself. Got the tripod there for when I start to stick it on. And then I thought properly about this, about the front, about the splitter, and I'm going to get Katrina to give me a hand later on when she's back from work, because I'm probably only going to get one chance at this, and the last thing I want to do is ruin it, because those splitters are quite expensive. So I haven't got any spray alcohol wipe, I have got hand sanitizer, and we all know that that was a remedy for COVID-19. So I'm going to squirt a little bit of this on here, I'm going to rub it on, and hopefully it doesn't take the paint off. So this is just to degrease anything, make sure there's no wax on there, and make sure that the sticky tape is going to be as sticky as possible for when we go and stick it on. So the last thing we want to do is to stick this on and then it flies off at the car behind, because then they'll have a decent spoiler and I won't. Right, time to apply the tape. So as you can see, I've actually sort of double run it. There's plenty of tape on the roll, so might as well, why not? Still a little bit left actually on there. So I'm going to peel the tape off now, turn it over and put it on. There we go, right. Okay gang. Right, YouTube gang, we're on. So moment of truth time. So the way that I'm thinking about doing this is one finger on each side, line up with the boot, find the edge, so you don't want to go past, and then just gently place it on. Just double check it's exactly where you want it. Oh, that's bang on. That is bang on. And then add a little bit of pressure and just go along the boot of this. That's bang on. It's bang on. One of my main concerns with this is the water. So when it's raining, when you're washing the car, if it's going to go into the tape, and over time slowly to start to make it become less tacky. Again, I guess sort of time will tell on this, but I have a friend who's got one of these bad boys, and he actually said that the tape is really quite good. So we'll see. I mean, just try and put it off now. Doesn't want to budge that easy, which is really good. Right. Well, that's the easy part done. Right, I've decided to make a start with the splitter. I've got a slight dilemma. So when I slide these on, they go on, but they don't really sit true right at the edge here. So you can see a little bit of blue at the end. If I just squeeze it on, you can see a little bit of blue on this end as well. So what I was going to do was put some like electrical tape on there, but I don't actually have any. So I'm going to put some duct tape underneath the back of that, so that you're not going to be able to see it as much. And then as soon as I've done that, I'm going to tape the insides of these, and I'll do exactly the same on the other side as well. And I'll get those two on first, and then I'll look to start getting this big bad boy on next. I think also as well, as you look underneath the car, you see there's a bolt here. There's actually one missing. I think I'm going to have to take this bolt out. I'm going to have to do exactly the same on the opposite side, because I'm going to have to drill through the splitter, and I'm going to have to go through that hole. I'm going to have to go through this hole as well, because on the back of the splitter you can see there you've got some guide holes. So there's two there. There's a further one which comes across, then there's nothing until the middle. You've got to drill through those holes as well, and then it's here and there at the end there. So what I'll do then is I'll get this one taken out and the ones on the other side, and then I will marry it up. I'll mask and tape it on, and then once I'm there I will I'll get the drill out. So we're doing exactly the same as what we've done with the spoiler. A little bit of sanitizer on a cloth and just rub that in. But I do have an issue. I just had a little measure up with regards to the drill. I haven't got enough space. I haven't got enough clearance from the bottom of the car to the top of the road. So I'm going to have to try and get a little bit inventive here. Might have to get a jack. We've brought in the reinforcements. Right. So we've brought in the reinforcements. I've just drilled the holes.
Yeah, I'm going to take this to Berry.
Heavy.
It does get heavy, yeah.
So Dad's come in, he saved the day. We've got a jack, so we've got a little bit more clearance from the ground. The neighbour's going to go and see if he's got a drill bit for us. Dad's checking it out. Bosh, then all we got to do is just make some holes. Yes, here he is. Look at that.
And then if you want to use it as a driver, just pop that off. And if you need to screw in, you can do that.
Oh well, great. That's
Fantastic.
even better. That's even better.
Brilliant.
Oh, I see what you mean now.
So what we're trying to do is, where it's not quite flush,
We can't see a lot, but
we'll put a bit of black tape on there,
that don't look too bad, does it?
and that way it's not as obvious.
Doesn't look quite effective, I should imagine. So why you didn't want to colour code it?
What do you mean?
Bodywork colour.
What, a blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, apparently this makes it look more aggressive.
What, black?
Yeah, I've been watching some videos on YouTube, and it apparently makes it look more aggressive.
Quite effective, actually, mate.
Oh mate, I'm chuffed for that.
Yeah, that's good. How much was it in the end?
They was, I mean, the
You get
spoiler.
two fronts, did you?
Oh, sorry.
Two lower valance and the spoiler as well. Tailgate spoiler.
So the spoiler was, it was an offer, wasn't it? Like £70 down to 40.
It was 45 the spoiler.
And then the front part, that was quite expensive, wasn't it?
It was 100 and something. I can't remember. It was 100 and something, yeah.
So I attached these parts here. There's actually the double-sided sticky tape underneath that. And I've also put the double-sided sticky tape in between these two parts there, just to hold them in a little bit more securely. It's definitely a two-man job. I don't know what I was thinking, trying to do it by myself. Well, I do know what I was thinking. I was just being impatient. But it does look absolutely incredible. Well, after pretty much the whole tree coming to help, we have literally got this on, and it looks absolutely pucker. So there's a few bits of advice that I would give you, so you can see. So yeah, there was 2 drill holes in here. I had to get 2 screws in there, 2 screws and washers. There's also a third one along that part here. So there's actually 3 in this front part straight away. 2 screws which go through the middle, and then there's another 3 on the opposite side. You probably agree this actually looks really quite good. For these parts, what I've done was I actually put a bit of black tape at the back so you can't see as much blue, because they, like I said earlier, they just wasn't as flush as what I was hoping that they was going to be. But when you stand back, you can't really notice it so much. But it's just changed the look of the car, something chronic. Honestly, it looks amazing. So lucky enough, Dad did have a jack. Without that jack, we would not have been able to get underneath there, because we needed to get the screws in. All in all, I mean, realistically, probably took 2 hours for the whole car. I mean, I've been at it for probably 6 hours, but that includes giving the car a full-on wash and just, you know, everything. I've done the windows today, and it just looks, honestly, I'm just so happy with it. So thanks, Katrina, for my birthday present. Much appreciate that.